Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. First of all, to all of the leaders on the call, welcome on the call. If you're on the call this evening for the very first time, it's great to have you on the call. I think you're in for an amazing, exciting call. I mean, I haven't been as excited about this opportunity since I first got started more than 7 years ago. And just a little bit about myself, I'm JP Koster. I'm all the way from Cape Town, South Africa. And I'm a Gold Presidential Director. And obviously, I've got a passion for this business because it allows me to empower and help people. And obviously, I think one of the most important things about this is we're getting to help people with the two things they are the most concerned about, which is, of course, the health and finances. And really what everyone's got to realize is that the majority of the people involved in our company are product users. And about 20% of people are out there that are saying, you know what, we're looking for an opportunity. We're looking to start our own home-based business. And that's obviously what's also incredibly exciting about this is that it's really a global opportunity. And so specifically tonight, we're going to be focusing more on the business plan and how that works. And specifically, we're going to be doing the presentation in euros. Just to make it just to show everyone it's a completely global business and you can build your business in all the different markets. So let's get right into the presentation. And I'm just going to do a quick screen share. So this should work. And there we go. Okay, so first of all, this is called the How Will You Transform Your Life presentation by Mannatech. And the reason why we started like that is because many people get involved for many different reasons. I think for me, when I first got started, was to make extra bit of money every month. Many people get involved because obviously they're concerned about their health, and some people because they want to travel more, some people because they want more free time. So there are many different reasons why people get involved in this opportunity. So what are some of the challenges that people are facing? Well, the first challenge out there is that so many people today are suffering from debt, whether it's from student loans, whether it's just from credit card debt, from motor car debt, from their mortgages. So most people are living above their means. And that's why this is such a unique opportunity, because we realize that whenever there's a challenge in life, if we can provide a solution for people, you are in a great business. The next thing is that, we have to realize that today many jobs are being outsourced. People are doing much more contract work, and obviously technology is just taking over completely. And obviously with many money-related challenges, it can relate to health challenges. And we obviously cover both those different segments that people may have. So what are some of the challenges that we have? Well, first of all, when you've got a challenge, you've either got a choice. Either you can increase your dream to fit your income, or you can expand your income to attain your dreams. And I think very often when we realize we're not going to earn those incomes we've always dreamt of, what ends up happening is we start dreaming a bit smaller. We start, we start settling in life. And I think what I want to really urge everyone on the call this evening is don't settle, but for anything but the best. Why don't you go? This is a unique opportunity where you can go out there and give your family the best. And of course, it's going to take hard work. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's going to take time and effort. But the one thing I can promise you, it's going to be so worth it. So what Robert Kiyosaki says, and I actually read his book when I was probably about 15, 16, 17 years old, around there. And he wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. He speaks about, the 4 different cash flow quadrants. And he speaks specifically about the different quadrants. The quadrant on the left-hand side where you earn a linear income, which is really where you're trading time for money. And the right-hand side of the quadrant, which is where people have a long-term income. And he tells a story about his a poor father was really always earning a linear income, and his rich father was earning a long-term income. So really what it says is that most people end up being employees where you have a job. And the challenge with this is if you're not working, you're not earning an income. And many people then sometimes move to the S quadrant, which is the self-employed quadrant, where you maybe start your own business. But the problem is that very often your business owns you. And approximately 90% of the people are earning a linear income, and they only control about 10% of the world's wealth. Where, when you look at a long-term income, where you look at a business owner, is where you have a system and people working for you. And normally, traditionally, these businesses have more than 500 employees. They're inheritable. They're obviously, of course, you get to make massive tax deductions. And then, of course, many of us want to become investors where money works for you. And really, these people control about 90% of the wealth, and only about 10% of the people on the right-hand side of the quadrant earning a long-term income. And why Robert Kiyosaki, and actually why this is in this presentation this evening, is because he really says that there's really 3 different ways that people can move over to the B quadrant. Well, the one thing that they can do is either start their own business and build it large enough where they can, have enough employees, where it can become inheritable and so forth. or or perhaps buy a franchise would be one of the things that they could also do. But normally people don't normally have enough finances to be able to buy a franchise or to start a large business or buy into a corporation. So the other thing that he talks about is about investing in property, which is of course a very, very good investment. And the third one he talks about is what he calls the business of the 21st century, which he calls network marketing, where you can actually team up with a company like what we're part of. Like, of course, this evening we're talking about Mannatech, and I'll go into a bit of details about the company later, and team up with a company like Mannatech where they're willing to work with you. And you can also build a global business where you can have incredible tax advantages. You can have a business that's also inheritable. And of course, you can use that money to become an investor. And that's what all of us want to do. So when we look at the two different industry mega trends that are colliding at the moment, the first is, of course, the health and wellness industry. I think everyone on this call this evening is aware that this is the next trillion-dollar industry, that people want to live longer, that people are realizing that healthcare isn't providing adequate solutions, that the modern day diet has changed very, very drastically. So people are looking to supplement. They're looking for wellness options. They're looking for natural supplementation compared to pharmaceuticals. And of course, not only that, there are many environmental challenges that we're facing. We're living in a toxic planet. Many people are highly, highly stressed. More and more people have so many different conditions today and have to take pharmaceuticals. So they are looking at wellness solutions. Then, of course, you have got the direct selling industry, which is now you have more than 90 million people involved in this industry globally. These are figures from, I believe, 2013. But it's saying it's 166 billion. It's been estimated that, in fact, in 2015, it's more than a $250 billion industry. So it's a rapidly growing industry, growing much, much faster than traditional retail, because people believe that word of mouth marketing is the future, because you're finding the most innovative products coming through this industry. And not only that, you've got, that you've got so many people that are, and such a diversity of products and services in this market. And in fact, 90% of the people involved in our industry are doing this part-time. And not only that, many of them are in fact people that are women. In fact, 60 to 70% of our industry are women that are building the business. So it's definitely not an industry dominated by men. But if I can be honest with you, I think couples make the best teams in this industry. So, but Goldman Sachs, the report in calling it the perfect storm of opportunity in June or May 2007, where they said in the health and wellness industry and the direct selling industry collide, it's the perfect storm of opportunity. So the perfect time for the perfect model. Why do I say that? Well, basically all how direct sales works is that the company spends the majority of the money on manufacturing the product. Then what they do is they utilize me and you to tap into our social network or to the people that we know and share the product and service with other people. And why is this so desirable is because you can bring a much better quality product to market. And of course, first of all, people can start their business for low startup costs. It's not very expensive. You've got a flexible schedule. We've got a consumable product, which is key, and that's how you can earn your residual income, because the product runs out every month. You get paid what you put in. You can work from home. There's social entrepreneurship aside to it. And of course, you've got potential tax advantages. And of course, that's what makes this great. Is very often people say to me, well, if these products are so great, why have I never heard of it? Because no one's ever told you about it, because you're not going to find this anywhere else unless someone shares this with you. So just quickly, the company we're involved with is a company called Mannatech, and I'm so excited about this company because honestly, I feel for me, I'm working on a global project. This company's been around since 1994. They're currently operating in more than 25 different markets, and this is exciting because we're going to be expanding to more than 100 markets in the next few years. We've got over 100 patents globally on our technology, and we're one of the top public companies in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in 2014, and we've invested tens of millions of dollars in research and development. And of course, we're a publicly traded company, which is very, very important because that means it's completely transparent. We get audited 4 times a year and so forth, which is, I believe, a key point. So just the corporate leadership, I'm not going to go into massive detail about this, but the one person or 2 people I really want to speak about is Al Bala, who's our CEO and president. He's been in the industry for more than 20 years. He's opened more than 65 markets for previous companies, so he's got a lot of experience. And of course, Dr. Steve Nugent, who's our global wellness director, who's got more than 20 years of experience in the complementary healthcare and clinical, and also as a clinical practitioner. He served as the president of the American Naturopathic Association. So we've got a great team of a corporate, not only from a corporate point of view, but also from a wellness point of view and from a product point of view. Something that's quite new is we've now formed something called the GSAB, or the Global Scientific Advisory Board. And basically, this consists of third-party, top-tier scientists from around the globe with vast experience in various health-related fields. And basically, all that they do is there's more than 11 of them that sit on this board and look at we bring the most proprietary products to market, and that we are complying to all the regulations that are out there. These are just some awards and significant achievements for the company. So I'm not going to go into detail with that. Just quickly, why Mannatech? I think this is obviously very important, is that we've got lots of clinical trials. In fact, we've got more than 20 published clinical trials, and we are really pioneers in glyconutrition. And basically what glyconutrition is all about is about cell-to-cell communication. We now can prove in our clinical trials the products help with cognitive function, digestive function, immune function. And we were actually one of the first nutritional companies to bring a whole new class of nutrient to market called glyconutrition. Now, our flagship product is a product called Ambritose, and this product was actually discovered in 1996, and we've got more than 50 patents on this one product. And this is our flagship product, which I mentioned earlier, which allows for cellular communication, digestive function, memory, and it's just the product that every single person should be taking, because we're not getting these nutrients in the modern day diet. As I mentioned earlier, we've got more than 100 patents, and obviously a significant amount of clinical trials as well. Okay, just quickly, why is this global market opportunity? Why is there a global market opportunity with our life-changing products? Well, first of all, if you look at nutrition and integrative health, it's an $82 billion global market. Weight management is a $586 billion market, and they're predicting that skincare and anti-aging will be about $11 billion by 2018. And then, of course, something new in the market is essential oils, which is predicted to be a $9.8 billion market by 2020. And why this is exciting is because we are really participating in all four of these market segments. And of course, we've also got sports nutrition as well, which is a great segment to be in as well. And as all of you will probably see on the slides, weight management or fat loss is by far the biggest. And we've actually brought an incredible new technology to market. It's not available everywhere yet, but it will be in all the markets very, very soon. So what is important is that the core of any business is customers, having loyal customers. And so what we do is we've actually got a loyalty program where every single month when you use your product, we'll actually, in fact, give you 20% back of whatever you're spending, because we want to really help our loyal customers, because loyalty is what building a significant business is all about. It's what building a sustainable business is all about. So it's easy to get started. How do you get started? Well, the first thing is you select the business pack, and there's a few different options of getting these packs. Then you establish automatic order where you don't run out of product, and then you obviously share the presentation with other people. So I just quickly want to go into the next presentation from here just to get the euros on. So if you just bear with me, this should be working very, very shortly. Okay, there we go. Okay, so first of all, there's two sources of income. I think for me specifically, the active income is great because that's where you're referring other people. But the most important income that you have is, of course, your long-term income. And I want you to see this evening as a 2 to 5 year plan. I don't want you to see this as a 2 to 5 week plan or 2 to 5 month plan. You've got to look at building a sustainable long-term business. And that's, of course, going to take anything from 1 year to 5 years to do if you're building your business diligently and you're following the steps. So, of course, if you have 4 business builders that get involved, it's going to cost them $250. 250 euros. You're going to earn 350 euros. So for every 4 people that buy the business building pack, you're going to earn 350 euros. So most importantly, I want you to think about the long-term income. So what really happens is, let's assume that you have 6 people that are using the product on a monthly basis. When there's 15 people, and you don't have to share with all 15 people, but let's assume that you share with about 6 of your friends and family that are wanting to just use the product. And let's assume that of those 6 people, that 2 of them are interested in building the business as well. And you can help each of them share with 6 different customers as well. So think about it like this. You've got your 6 people that are using the product, and 2 of them also have 6 other clients that are using the product as well. So you'd have more than 15 people using the product. And when these people are ordering a minimum order of about 100 points, you're going to be producing more than 1,500 points. And the monthly average there is about 160 euros. And the goal is to get there within the first 1 to 3 months. Now, what we do is once you become a regional director, and remember, there's never ever the next step unless you can do the first step. So once you become a regional director, we're going to look in your whole group of 15 people and identify 3 people in your team of 15 that are interested to go regional director as well and earn 160 euros. And if you can help them do that, you're going to become a national director, because you'll now have more than 60 people using the product, where you're now producing more than 6,000 points. And our goal is to do this within the first 3 to 6 months. And at this level, you're earning about 800 euros on a monthly basis. Once again, we look in your whole team and we see which of the 60 people, which of the 3 people that are interested to earn an extra 800 euros per month. If we can help those 3 people do the same thing, you're going to have more than 200 orders in your organization. And there you called an executive director with producing more than 20,000 points every single business period. And the monthly average there is about 1,700 euros. And the goal is to do that within the first 6 to 12 months. And what will the extra 1,700 to 2,000 euros do in most people's pockets? It'll make a significant difference. They might be able to pay for their mortgages, maybe buy a new motor vehicle, go on a dream trip, whatever it is. And the nice thing is, or maybe just use that money and invest all that money every month. So they can decide what they want to do with that. But the nice thing about this is you can do this within the first 6 to 12 months. Now, once you become a executive director, you've now got more than 200 people that are linked up directly with the company. And the company's paying you this 1,700 euros every single month because you did that. And what we want to do now is we want to look in the whole group of 200 people. Who are the 3 people that are interested in earning an extra 1,700 euros a month? And if we can help them do exactly what you did, you're going to have more than 600 orders in your business, where you, of course, now called the presidential director. And this is one of the first big levels in the company, where you're producing more than 60,000 points. And presidential directors earn a monthly average of 4,800 euros. And the goal is to do this within the first 1 to 5 years. Now, what would you do with the extra, 4,800 euros a month, or let's call it 5,000 euros a month? This can make a significant difference in most people's lives. And of course, once you become a presidential director, what you now do is exactly the same thing. You look at which are the people in your group out of these 600 people. You look at your different organizations, and at this stage, you should have anything from 3 to 4 different organizations. And what you want to do now is you want to help one person in each of those organizations reach this level of presidential director, where they're producing 60,000 points and where they're now earning extra 4,800 euros a month. And if you can help 4 different people achieve that level, you are called a platinum presidential director, because you've got 4 different presidential directors that are earning 4,800 euros a month. And at platinum presidential, the average annual income is about 522,000 euros, or more than just over 40,000 euros, 43,000 euros every single month. I mean, and this is an incredible level to get at. I mean, because not only are you earning a significant income, but you've made an amazing impact in a large amount of people's lives. And of course, I mean, this is the top level in our company. Of course, you can earn a lot more than that if you help more people reach the level of presidential. And of course, just in closing, what I just want to go back to is to the following slide. It's just to go through the basics, is that you have to realize that we are living in the 21st century, and this is a 21st century business where, our CEO always speaks of social, mobile, global, and really, you can build your business tapping into your social network, social marketing, or what I could call network marketing, because you can utilize your social network through things like Facebook and Twitter and all these different devices where it makes it so easy for us now to reach out to people. And be able to contact people. And also you can utilize mobile, which is, you can take your business wherever you are. I mean, everything's done on your mobile phone. I mean, this is all you need to be in business, where you can now, with our Mannatech app, what we've got, where you can now be able to do everything online, but it makes it so much easier. And then, of course, you can build your business globally, because, we're going to be operating in more than 100 markets by 2020. And we've, of course, got a global seamless commission structure, which means it doesn't matter where these people are living, you can get paid in your currency of choice. And, currently we're doing business in 25 different countries. So I can't tell you how excited I am about this opportunity. If you haven't got your account number, I would get back to the person who contacted you immediately and get them to help you set an account up. And even if you just want to start off as a product user and later upgrade to the business, that would also be amazing. Because I've no doubt if you start using the products, you're going to want to share this with other people. So I really hope that was of value to you this evening. Just the last thing I just want to share is that we obviously provide all the training. The company does the shipping of the products for you. You get an incredible back office and internet support structure with resource guides and tools and online resources. So basically, they do everything for you. All that you and I have to do is be out there sharing this product with people, sharing the opportunity with other people, and getting as many people on board. Thank you very much. I really hope this was of value to you this evening. I look forward to share with many of you very, very, very shortly. As I said, please get back to the person that contacted you as soon as possible. And thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be on this call. And I see we've done this in 22 minutes. So I think that's definitely a great start for this evening, and all the best for the week ahead. And God bless. Thank you very much.